Hey guys, this is The Loop. The purpose of The Loop is to keep everyone in AISD informed about everything happening all throughout the district. We're hoping through the show we can inform everyone on Saturday afternoons what's going on with their school district.
We'll cover all sorts of things like sports events and highlights and all types of theater happenings at Cooper High School and Abilene High.
Robotics competitions, UIL updates, everything.
We'll occasionally bring on some guests, talk about what they're into, maybe a coach, maybe your favorite teacher. I'm really interested on who's coming on later this episode. Am I right, yo? Am I right?
Mm-hmm.
Am I right?
I'm very excited.
But
very special guest.
Before we can bring anyone else on, who are we? Am I right? Am I right? Who are we? I'm Caden Kelson. I've been doing AV for 3 years. I've done a multitude of events. I've done everything from directing your favorite games to filming them to being the little guy behind the scorekeeper. I've been doing it for such a long time that I think I finally made my decision, y'all. I'm gonna do this for the future. That's the first time I've said it out loud, and it's really crazy to put out there in the world. And I'm glad I could share it with everyone at The Loop.
Oh, yeah. Thank you for sharing that.
Yeah.
Thank you. I had no idea.
Thank you. I had no idea. Continue.
Yeah, enough about me. Justice.
My name is Justice Torres. I'm 18 years old. This is my 3rd year doing AV. I'm officially a practicum student this year. I'm really excited because this is my first year directing and doing other things besides being just behind a camera. And for the next part, I will be actually directing and switching. So
Check her out. Hey.
Making big moves. Hi, my name's Oliver. I'm 18 years old. I've also been in AV for 3 years. This is my first time really going into something this big as a production. I've always been behind cameras. I started off on sidelines for football, and after that it really just captivated me, giving me a creative outlet, just showing me what I can do with film.
Yeah. Well, we're glad to finally have you here in the big leagues, yeah. But one thing I did want to bring up, first episode, we got to talk about how did we get here, you know? Mm-hmm. So we were sitting in class during our 6th and 7th period, and our boss, Randall Cluck, came in and was like, hey guys, I got some news to tell y'all. What news, Randy? And he came in here, he told us, y'all don't have a choice in this. Y'all are making a 30-minute broadcast to go all over AISD, telling people what they need to know for their future. And I was like, that sounds like a great idea, Randy.
Yep. We were a little bit scared about this. It is something where it's really jumping into the deep end of the pool, and being put into it so suddenly was kind of nerve-wracking. And it's already taken a lot of energy and a lot of creative thinking to get here, but we're here and we're filming.
Yeah.
I'm super excited for the future of the show and just to see where it goes. We have a lot in plan. We're going to be trying to film everything that's happening all over the school, like construction, electrical, robotics, but not just at our campus. We're going to want to do at Cooper and Abilene High too, by showing off their games and their theater. So we just have a lot in plan. So stay tuned.
We're very excited to share all of this with you guys and share this journey of making something so, I feel, revolutionary for Abilene and our AV community, for AV students.
And on top of that, I just want to say I'm ready to pass the torch. We're really, I don't mean to seem to brag, y'all, but we're kind of the top dogs, and we're passing down this child, if you will.
I don't know why you're so sad. You've got a roof over your head.
Bro, you gotta stop with that depression stuff.
Escúchame, en esta casa los hombres no lloran.
You alright?
It just feels like it's coming from everywhere.
Do you want to talk about it?
Thanks for hearing me out, bro. Appreciate it.
You can talk to me if you're feeling sad. Whenever you need to talk, I'm here, okay?
Are you looking to build a solid future in AISD? The construction program at the Lift is a perfect place to start. You'll develop practical skills working with top-of-the-line equipment and learn the techniques employers are looking for. Plus, with expert instructors guiding you, you'll be ready to jump into the workforce or continue your education in construction. We are building foundations today for the students that shape tomorrow. Join the construction program at the Lift in AISD.
Did you hear?
Todd's in the hospital.
Who's Todd? He got a collapsed lung from vaping. He thought it was cool.
Not cool.
Promise you won't vape, Emma. It can lead to a lifelong addiction, and we can't be friends if your lungs collapse.
Bogus.
Wacky sitcom teens aren't the best people to talk to your kid about vaping.
Hey, you got a minute?
You are. Start the conversation with your child about vaping today.
Welcome back to The Loop with your hosts, Caden
and Oliver.
Today we're going to get into our sports segment. Every week we hope to give y'all the newest updates with all sports throughout all AISD. We're going to get you started on basketball. So February 16th, the girls playoffs start, and from February 13th is a Cooper Wiley at Cooper, and that is a must win for Cooper if they want to make it to the playoffs.
Also on February 13th, there's an Abilene High Wiley boys.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm nervous. Okay. Also on Friday the 13th, there's an Abilene High Wiley's boys soccer game at Shotwell.
Friday the 13th. It's a pretty scary day.
That's what I was gonna say.
Hopefully
better stay safe out there.
Hopefully the teams can stay calm and safe under that pressure. So I do want to mention, we haven't given y'all the latest scoops yet, but anywhere where you want to find the newest updates and schedules and scores for all AISD teams, you can go to the AISD website under the athletics program and find all the information you could need on sports from basketball, football, track, baseball, any sports in AISD, you can find it there. And in case you were wondering, all sports are filmed on AISD Live, where you can watch them back or listen to the audio broadcast. That's all we have here. But when we get back from our break, we get to see our nice friend Justice talking about construction.
Wow.
So, we'll see y'all then.
There are a lot of temptations facing young people today, like electronic cigarettes and skateboarding. Each vape pod can contain the same amount of nicotine as a pack of cigarettes. This can lead today's youth to a lifelong addiction and severe lung damage. Recall and consider the facts before making a poor decision.
The health class film guy isn't the best person to talk to your kid about vaping.
Got a few minutes?
You are. Start the conversation with your child about vaping today.
Are you ready to step into the future of technology? Welcome to Abilene ISD's cybersecurity. At Abilene ISD, we're training the next generation of cybersecurity experts, teaching them how to protect crucial data and secure networks, helping them unlock hands-on skills that will empower them for a career that matters. Together, we're safeguarding today for a safer tomorrow. Join cybersecurity class at Abilene ISD, where your journey as a digital defender begins.
Love is a lesson that doesn't end. It knows no conditions, so you better buckle in. Love keeps you on your toes. It never stops, only grows. Love isn't easy, it's a commitment, especially when they're being their most resistant. Love is finding the right seat, so you can take a breath. But remember, love isn't lax, it always double checks. Check that your kids are in the right seat at nhtsa.gov/the right seat.
Welcome back to The Loop. Today, Justice got us the inside scoop on what's going on in construction with Mr. Harmel. Let's get right to her.
All right, thank y'all. I'm in construction today, and I'm Justice Torres, and I'm here with
Forrest Harmel. I'm the construction teacher at the Lift.
All right, I'm just curious. So what are y'all doing here in construction today?
Today is kind of a light day. We're just watching some construction videos, but we've had a lot going on, so I wanted to give my kids a break. We've been working on a greenhouse, which is going to be used by culinary to grow different things for their program. And then we've recently almost wrapped up a house, which is in partnership with a local nonprofit ministry called Houses for Healing. So we built a house, and the plan is for them to pick it up and move it. And then we've got our Skills USA competitions coming up, so I've got students practicing for that. So we've got a lot going on.
All right, that sounds really interesting, especially about the greenhouse for culinary.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see it when it's done. So when are y'all planning on finishing everything?
The goal is the end of the year, so it's we are on track, and we've been just, it's a long process. As you can see, this was a mock-up. You can see it behind you, so there's a lot involved. So the goal is by the end of this year.
All right. Do you think we could get a tour?
Absolutely.
All right. Can I get this tour now, please?
For sure.
All right.
So behind us, we've got, this was actually a practice dome for our greenhouse that we're building for the school. So we just kind of retrofitted it, put a bench in, which now makes a really cool spot to have class.
Wow.
Yeah. And then over here, this is I'm big on practicing things. So this is a practice house, and the students, they designed this whole thing. So they drew out the floor plan. They spec'd everything out. They framed up all the walls. We did a different style roof on this house. And so this is going to allow us to do some different things that we can't do on the house that we're doing outside. So we can do sheetrock in here. We can do shingle roofs. And if I can get any, this is a plug for all of you donors out there, if we could get any like doors, windows, siding, anything like that, then we could practice that stuff on this house too.
All right.
Shout out to Lowe's, Home Depot.
Can we get a tour of the inside of the house?
Yeah, sure. So, this is just a practice one, so like, obviously it's smaller than most houses would be, but this would be a living room, and there would be a bedroom, and then a bathroom. But it's been fun, just to see the kids take something from 2D that they designed, they planned out, into 3D that they built. And so this is actually the third practice house that we've done in class. And so we'll tear it down at the end of the year, save as much of the material as we can, and then reuse the material next year. So we try to reuse as much as we can. There's another plug for donations, but yeah.
All right, well, thank you so much for this tour.
Yeah, thank you guys.
All right, that was construction with Mr. Harmel, and I sure wouldn't mind living in that little house. All right, back to y'all at the desk.
Thank you, Justice, for taking us on that tour. Me personally, I'm really excited to see that greenhouse and what it can do for the culinary class.
Yeah, I'm super excited to see how that house turns out, because from what I've heard, they're planning on making that house for, I believe, a nonprofit charity.
Really?
Yeah, sounds pretty interesting. But thank you for Justice for giving us that little inside scoop. We hope to see her next week, hopefully talking about something even cooler maybe. But until then, we're gonna head out to commercial, and when we get back, we have an inside scoop with Miss Krim. See you then.
7th grade was the last time I was in school. I had to grow up so fast that I never had a childhood. When you grow up being told that you're nothing, then you believe it. I started looking at my life. Getting my high school diploma was #1 on my list. I was 38 when I went to go get my high school diploma. Where you start your life doesn't define how you're gonna end up. We all have different storylines. My story's not over, and now I'm a school nurse. I see kids just like me. I teach them how to take care of themselves. I have hopes now that my daughter is gonna be something bigger and better than what I ever accomplished. And if you can take that first step, the sky's the limit. Because when you graduate, they graduate.
Visit finishyourdiploma.org to find free and supportive adult education centers near you.
This is our future. This is our journey.
In AISD, CTE gives us a place to grow.
To explore.
To discover what's possible.
We're learning skills that matter.
Skills that open doors.
Skills that create careers. CTE is where passion meets purpose.
We don't just study, we create.
We solve problems. We prepare for what's next.
In AISD, CTE challenges us.
It supports us.
And inspires us.
The world is changing.
But so are we.
We're ready to lead.
We're ready to serve.
We're ready to make a difference.
This is our moment.
This is CTE and AISD.
To the loop with our special guest. Who are you?
I'm Miss Krim. I am the assistant director out here at the Lift Center, and I serve as the assistant principal of Adams.
That's pretty dope.
I know.
That's a cool job.
It is a cool job. It's a really cool job.
What I got to do to get that?
Well, you first need to go to college. Step one, graduate high school. Step 2, go to college, get a degree in education so you can teach for a while.
I failed step 1.
Okay. Well, no, you're going to graduate high school, Peyton. It's going to happen. But we're not done yet, because then you got to go back and get your master's degree and pass a principal certification test, and then you got to get a job as an assistant principal.
See, I'm not a big fan of steps. I don't know if you've noticed. I don't go up the steps. I usually just kind of like float up there, so yeah. I'm not a big step guy, but well, I'll try to work on it.
Okay, well, okay. I believe in you. Yeah. I think you can do it.
Yeah. I didn't bring you here to talk about cardio.
That's okay.
I wanted to ask you, so I know the loop's been something you've been wanting to see for a while.
Yeah.
So what's something you're excited for to see come out of this?
I'm excited to showcase what our students are doing. I think our AV production program is one of the coolest programs that we offer because you guys get to do so much. Like, you get to write scripts, you get to record broadcasts, you get to edit films, you get to learn about the audio stuff that goes in behind those, and then you also get to work the control room at Shotwell. Like, I think that's a pretty awesome opportunity, and the one that we have here. So I think it's a great chance to just showcase to the community, like, this is what our kids are learning. And then I think it's a good experience for you guys, because someday the goal is for y'all to walk out of here and work in industry or go to school for this. And what better way to do that than to get some real world experience? And this is an opportunity to showcase that.
Yeah. I'm really excited to see it too, but another thing I wanted to ask you, this was an off-the-record question. I didn't brief you.
Okay.
I didn't brief you on
it's
this.
fine. I got this. I can do this.
Yeah. Okay. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. So we've all done AV for a while. I've done it 3 years. Oliver's done it 3 years. Justice, our lady behind the camera, has done it 3 years. In recent times, our course has changed. I wanted to ask, kind of exclusive.
Okay.
Do you see any changes happening to the AV department for our future students coming in?
Not that I'm aware of. So the state is the one that determines what our courses have to be and what the state, like what the TEKS are, the standards that they have to teach. That's not something that we really get to decide. The state may offer 15 courses and we pick which 4 align within what we have to offer, like as far as space and certifications that our staff has, but our plan is to continue the AV production program the way that it is. We're really proud of our kids. I'm really proud of what they're doing in the community, and anytime I give tours, which happen at least once a month, if not more often, one of my favorite things to tell people is I'm like, hey, if you ever go to Shotwell on a Friday night, our kids are the ones running the stuff upstairs, and I talk about you because I know you got a couple games where you got to direct and literally say, like, switch to camera 5, switch to camera 4, and I'm like, this kid's a 17-year-old. He's a junior in high school, and he's learning that, he's getting that experience, and so it's a great way. I think this is one of the programs, like I said earlier, that really highlights like what opportunities our kids have and what they can do post high school. So I don't see any plans to change that program in the future.
All right, well, I know that you've been really wanting something like the Loop for a really long time, and I want to ask you, Ms. Krem, what does this mean to you to finally have something that showcases to not only people at Shotwell who go to the games, but everyone outside of that who can watch it on a live stream and on TV. What does this mean to you?
First of all, I'm just so excited that we're finally here. And this is something I've been wanting really since our first or second year. I was like, we have a TV recording studio. We have an anchor desk. Why aren't we doing news? Like, why isn't that happening every week? Because we do announcements every day. And so why aren't we producing that? But I also knew it was going to take time to build the program because this is only our 5th year in the AV production program. So it's going to take time to build the program, to build up students who had the capacity to do that and who would take this on and really lead that project forward. And so this year we finally got to a place where we had those things, like all the ducks lined up in a row, for lack of a better phrase, so that we were able to proceed with that. And so I'm really excited for our community to get to hear what's happening in Abilene, what's happening in AISD, what's happening here at the Lift, and just to showcase, I know I keep saying that, but I can't, showcase such a great word because so many great things are going on.
It is really nice to see all of our resources finally being put to their full potential, especially being someone who has been in AV and has admired everything that is going on in this school. It's really nice to see.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, that's all the questions we had for you today, but one thing I will say going into our next break, I know you've talked about wanting to see other programs showcased.
Yes.
So we've actually been working on a couple, what do you call them, commercials, packages.
Yeah.
And going into this one is actually a commercial I made with the voice of Justice, our electrical commercial. So let's get into that.
Hey Abilene students, do you want to spark up your future? The Lift Electrical Department connects classroom learning with real-life electrical work. Learn to wire, troubleshoot, and to power up the world. From basic circuits to advanced electrical systems, you are prepared for high-demand careers, certifications, and real-world experience all here at the Lift. Not sure about college? The Lift Electrical program equips you with the necessary skills to jump straight into a career after high school. Light up your future today and join the Lift Electrical Technologies program.
How do you know when you've made the right decision? It's the feeling you get in your gut. The one that tells you what's right or wrong. It's the one that says, sure, I can have a drink. Or the feeling that says, okay, I've been drinking. Now what? It's the voice inside you that says, I'm buzzed. Better leave the car when it's time to go. Plan ahead. Catch a sober ride. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
We're all just trying to keep things running for those who rely on us. That's why we don't have time to be sick with the flu.
We don't have time for delays.
Ready! We don't have time for spills.
Next. We don't have time for setbacks. Let's be real.
Getting the flu shot
helps you fight the flu.
Get a flu shot for yourself and those around you too.
Wow, what a great interview. I was really excited to hear everything that she had to say about this production and seeing her inside thoughts about finally having something like this from this program. And what a great commercial too, made by 2 of our own hosts here.
That's us.
And that's just a small snippet of what we can do.
You just got the inside scoop.
At the Loop.
Saturday at noon.
See ya.